Yeah.
Up to 20 minutes?
I think
You can do
I
that,
can't
and that is
see over
24.
here.
There's a yellow chair over there that's even taller, Miles, if you're on that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
You don't have to take the kitty chair.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then we do a 20-minute Q&A.
Okay.
So,
So our elevator pitch is actually part of our pitch, so it just goes right in.
all right, so I wouldn't even have to
You
get
don't
it.
have that.
All right.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Imagine you're just getting home from that part of town to especially someone. Scene's heat up, you kick off your shoes. Her nose crinkles, her eyes water. A special moment is gone. It's only going to take her 5 minutes to deodorize her shoes in the Blue Wave cleaning system before heading out. She wouldn't be washing off her makeup and putting in her retainer right now. Now that was a funny scenario, but here's something that isn't funny. Every year, 100,000 people die of MRSA infections in the US. Every year, hospitals, nursing homes, and immunocompromised individuals spend billions trying to fight the spread of deadly infections. The Blue Waste platform technology offers an efficient and effective solution for this as well. The exact same process that quickly deodorizes your shoes enabled our prototype to fully kill MRSA E. coli lab tests, all without the use of any water, detergents, or manufacturing chemicals. Today, we're selling the Blue Waste to fight over. Tomorrow, we're selling it to save lives. Now, the Blue Waste is effective in everything from your down comforters, helmets, boxing gloves, athletic gear, couch cushions. When was the last time you washed your couch cushions? High-end fashion such as really expensive jeans, cashmere, wool. Your shoes, dog beds. You can't put the dog inside. Again, it doesn't use any water, detergents, or manufactured chemicals. Destroys odors, and the active ingredient kills 99.9% of all bacteria, viruses, and fungi. We have our international PCT patent already filed and received a very favorable written opinion. We also have multiple recurring revenue streams built into our business model that will show you in more detail later on. So what are the current problems? Well, just as we talked about, many expensive household items are very impossible to wash and to get all the odor out. Athletic equipment and apparel are hotbeds for odor and disease. So how does it work? Well, we harness the sterilizing power of ozone, which kills germs 3,200 times faster than bleach. But what sets our device apart is that we use a system of conformal chambers that allows us to accomplish the following steps. First, it automatically reduces the working volume to the size of the item you're treating. Second, we pump out all the air out of the pores of the item being cleaned, and then we backfill it with high concentration of ozone. And we repeat this process several times. So think about it like squeezing, relaxing, sponge under water. It's going to be saturated much faster than you just threw a sponge into a bucket of water and let it sit. Third, the final step removes all ozone with our proprietary filter, making it completely safe. That's also one of our recurring revenue streams. All these steps allows the Blue Wave to be faster, more effective, and more energy efficient than anything else on the market. We've had our prototype tested by a lab against 5 log inoculums of MRSA and E. coli, got full kills on both. Last year, there were 1.3 million cases of MRSA in the US, resulting in 100,000 deaths. Miles here, one of our co-founders, actually had MRSA when he worked as a lab tech in a hospital. Don't worry, he's fine now. That was actually the reason he went to law school instead of medical school. Now, while we ultimately are going to incorporate antimicrobial claims in our marketing material, right now, to do that, we have to conduct a little more EPA testing that we're going to get done in the next few months. So right now, we're focusing on the odor market. So once again, our Blue Wave value proposition destroys odors, works in as little as 5 minutes, costs only a fraction of a penny of electricity per use, and doesn't use any water, detergents, or manufactured chemicals. The first size is the size of a full suitcase. So we did a long online poll of what are the top 10 items people wanted to clean that they couldn't wash. So we're going to let them be able to clean almost everything in the first item. They're going to do surveys and beta testing to see what other items they want to clean, then let the market dictate the other models will come out later on. We looked at all the other closed-loop ozone cleaners on the market. The Stink Boss works on shoes and other small items. Takes anywhere from an hour and a half up to 9 hours. All it does is blow ozone on the surface. The Zono and Sanisport work in the same fashion, but they are targeted towards institutions and are sized and priced way out of the consumer market. Again, none of them have our proprietary infusion process, and they just blow ozone on the surface. Now, at $7.99 to $9.99, we are taking a premium pricing approach to this, not only because we're offering a superior product, but because we want to compete. We do not want to compete on price alone. Down the road, when we have more sales and better pricing options, we can drop the price. But right now, we want to convey that premium quality. The $7.99 is for consumers and $9.99 is for institutions. Now, I can't exaggerate how big the market potential is this, and I know right now all of you have some application in mind that would be perfect for the Blue Wave. We didn't have the problem like other startups, while they couldn't find a market, our main challenge was opportunity selection and resource allocation. Who do we sell to first? Well, based on our market research and interviews, parents of kids who play lacrosse have all the characteristics as one of our ideal early adopter markets. They have kids with really expensive pads that become really foul after just a few uses. They're generally affluent families, so they are less price sensitive to early adopter technology. And these parents will use our device on their kids' pads, but then they'll see right away, this works on everything else in the household. Our second pilot market are high-end fitness centers. Because some of these gyms, they loan out equipment, especially spinning classes, heart monitors. They just pass forward back in, amongst other clients. They can pass disease and have a lot of odor. They need a quick solution between classes. It also allows them to have direct interface with the customers to cross over to the household market. We have also sold one of our units directly to the CEO of one of the fastest growing fitness franchises in the world. Now, I don't want to give you the impression that the lacrosse market and the high-end fitness market is the size of our potential market. It is only a lead test market to get our device into the hands of the household decision maker. Because as soon as they use our device on their kids' pads or their workout equipment, they'll see right away. It'll work on almost everything in their household. So our sales channels. First year, we're going to be going to events and doing demos, then doing online sales. Year 2 will be on Amazon. Year 3 is specialty stores. Year 4, big box stores. And our recurring revenue stream. One of our recurring revenue streams, like I talked about earlier, is our filter. It works based on the printer and inkjet cartridge business model. It will not work without the filter. And we're pricing this filter about $20 for 75 cycles. That's about 2 to 3 uses per year. And now that number is still being tested with beta testers. Another recurring revenue stream is a scent cartridge. You can infuse your pillows and down comforters with lavender or chamomile to help you go to sleep. If you're infusing your workout gear, you can put like Mountain Fresh or something like that. Based on our sales projections, we're targeting selling 1,000 units the first year we launch publicly. And our unit economics, first 1,000 units, our margin is about 48%. And as you can see, as our sales grow, we're up to almost 7% in year 5. Operations, we're going to be working with a contract manufacturer here domestically. We already have 1 picked out. We're going to be picking out 2 more, so we have 3 that can run at any time. If 1 falls out, we won't skip a beat, we have 2 backups. Our longest lead time part right now is about 3 weeks. We'll be ordering those in bulk. Once everything is done, all the parts are in. It takes about a week to 2 weeks to run a batch of 500 units. That includes all assembly, testing, and QC. That'll also include warehousing and shipping. Right now, drop shipping from an order takes about 3 to 5 days. We're working on a system with one of our CMs to make that 1 day. Oops. And for returns and exchanges, we've allocated a very liberal 5% of gross revenue. If there's an issue with any of these units, they send it back to us. We'll give them a new one or refurbish it. And then for call centers, we're going to be taking all customer calls ourselves. We've talked to people that have run call centers before for consumer electronics. Until you sell 10,000 or something, you can handle the volume yourself. Once we hit that sales volume, we'll hire staff or we'll outsource it. Right now, we're raising $350,000 in early seed capital. And what this money will allow us to do is build up some inventory and sales units that we can go around, show people, conduct additional testing, file all our IP, conduct additional R&D and lab testing, file our EPA scope search. They'll tell us what claims we need to do. We have a lab already lined up to run the EPA testing. Once we have that EPA testing done, we can just go out and market it as an antimicrobial pesticide device. It also includes some travel and sporting events for us to acquire additional customers, product development with our CM, and also expand our marketing and commercialization. $350,000 will fund our operations for 12 months. So let's talk about what we've done so far. In January 2015, actually no, December 2014, we created the proof of concept and we filed our IP. And then we were actually one of the very first companies to win SolidWorks entrepreneurship program. They gave us a year of free SolidWorks, about $20,000 worth of software. And then in December 2015, we filed our international PCT. We sold our first unit in March of 2016. We actually sold 14 units in 6 weeks. And then in April, we were one of the 15 semifinalists at the Rice Business Plan Competition out of over 600 companies. It was the biggest business plan competition in the world. We were also then the winner of the Game Fast Pitch here. And then in June, we were one of the finalists at the Department of Energy Clean Tech National Finals. In August, we secured our contract manufacturer. And then right now, we're conducting product development with them to make sure it's manufacturable. So in March, we're going to be conducting our EPA testing, get everything done, and have our first production unit ready. Do a marketing campaign in summer of 2017, be on Amazon a year from now, then be in specialty stores in 2018, big box stores 2019, and then an MMA or an IPO sometime after 2020. So no one's going to know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we've always structured our company for either a licensing or an acquisition by a large consumer electronics company in our space, such as one of these companies. Another route is going for an IPO, and a company similar to ours is iRobot, which they had a high-end consumer electronic, and they IPO'd for over $100 million. The four co-founders have worked together for several years. 3 of us went to UF. Miles, Julius, Ken, and myself all worked in another high-tech battery company before this. We ran R&D, wrote a lot of patents, and had a fantastic working dynamic. Julius and myself went to undergrad together. Miles used to be Julius' roommate in college. Ken took a class that Julius taught, and so the four of us got together and said, hey, let's start our own company. While we're a very strong technical team, we're also in the market to hire someone to run our commercialization that has more business experience than us. In the meantime, we have augmented this with an incredible advisory board that gives us tremendous business advice. Jamie Grooms, who's raised over $100 million, taken 2 companies public. Dr. Michael Morris, who's one of the leading entrepreneurship professors in the country. And Randy Scott, who gives us a VC perspective on things. Now finally, let me leave you with one final thought. 50 years ago, no one knew what a microwave was. But today, there's one in every kitchen. Just as the microwave complements the conventional oven and stove, the Blue Wave will complement the traditional washer and dryer. In 10 years, there will be a rapid plasma cleaning device commanding a space in every laundry room. We want you to help us make it a Blue Wave. Thank you.
Well done.
I feel like I should clap.
Okay, how's that?
And so, you guys feel free to, let's do a Q&A, but we also have a demo set up for you guys.
Yeah.
So we
Do we
can,
have a volunteer
Yeah.
to smell?
Yeah.
I had some really good shoes at home I could have brought.
you could have brought them,
And I didn't know we were doing, you guys.
you can bring it by the Innovation Hub anytime.
Yeah.
Anyone? Somebody's got to smell it.
Eric's
I believe
yours.
it, I believe it, yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't smell good. I've been wearing it to the gym with my
Run it through there.
Alright.
Like the best I had done my shoes in one of their predecessor devices.
Oh, you've had, this is the first I've seen, I haven't seen it.
So you put it inside a Ziploc bag and it worked through that?
Yeah, right, so right now it's
Yeah, I want you
in,
to see what's going on there.
Yeah, please do.
so right now it's in the Ziploc bag, and like the, like I was saying, the diagram, so we have 2 diagrams in here. There's one on the bottom and one on the top. The one on the bottom is the electronics, it's kind of hidden. So this nozzle, probably get some more air. Yeah, so this is the treatment chamber, this is 1 of 2. So the first step that you're gonna see now is it's gonna suck down all the air out of this bag right here. It's gonna put it into the other bag that's underneath. And then the ozone generator is gonna spark the ozone on the amount of air that's pulled out of here. So it's the exact same working volume that is already in the first bag. That's how we save time and energy. It only uses 3 watt-hours per cycle, which is 1,500 times less energy than a lower line. You don't have to close it, you can close it. We're just going to show you.
So with the final product